Well, what do we have here? Yes, it's a Mercedes-Benz A45s AMG. Listen to this. We are cooking. But what is it doing on the channel? Well, for years you've been asking me to review Mercedes. So today I decided to listen. I mean, check out all the comments you've been putting out on different videos. I've had comments like, RS4 looks cool. Could you do a road trip in the Mercedes-Benz C200? Another would read, that's amazing, but we want a Mercedes-Benz. Another would say, Mister, please do a Mercedes A45s proper review. Norman even went as far as asking for Mercedes-Benz Maybach. Norman has faith in me. Shout out, Norman. Shout out. Now, if I were to read out all the comments about Mercedes, this intro alone would be 30 minutes long. So, to avoid disappointing the Mercedes-Benz community out there, every now and then, I'm going to give you a Mercedes-Benz review. Whether I go to a dealership or I hire one, you're going to get Mercedes, starting with this one. Allow us to get started. Alright guys, we are at Mercedes-Benz. This is for all you Mercedes-Benz fans. You've been asking for Mercedes. I'm gonna try and get you a Mercedes. Hopefully all goes well. We'll see. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, I tried. I tried, so let's roll. Now, just as I walked in, I found the A45s I had seen on Auto Trader. But of course, it wasn't the only one they had at the dealership. They also had a white one and they also had this matte gray one. Now, if I were to buy an A45s, I would definitely go for this AMG Street Style Edition. That's the proper name for it. But because of that name, you just know it's going to cost a little bit more. The one you're looking at is a 2023 model with 12,500 kilometers, coming in at just under 1.6 million rand. So after seeing the price, I decided, you know what? How badly do I want the Street Style Edition anyway? Let's go back to the first AMG. And I must say, everyone at this dealership was very welcoming and friendly, so shout out to everyone who works there. So I spoke to one of the salesmen and I asked him for a test drive. Now, because this is an AMG, I know dealerships are usually very hesitant with performance cars, so I said, don't worry, I won't even drive the car. Please drive for me, just so I can experience the car, and he agreed. So as we left, they asked if I'll be trading in my i30N, so I said yes. So I gave them the keys for them to evaluate the car while we went out for a test drive. But of course, I know someone is thinking, how can you review a car you didn't drive? But I did. You see, 3 months ago, this happened. Alright guys, one nice thing I like about being a judge, I get to drive cars I don't get to drive. Thank you, cars.coza. I'm in an A45s. As you guys know, I love hot hatches. I've always wanted to drive this car. I'm sorry about the road noise. Hey, we're driving on pavement, but so as you can see, during my time as a Cars Awards judge, I had the opportunity to drive the A45s around the testing facility. I know someone is looking at this and is angry. That guy drove a Mercedes. Calm down. Now, the reason why I didn't post this video is because it was too bumpy, it wasn't clear, and I wasn't happy with the quality. So I'm only showing you now so that you know that even though I'm not driving the A45s in this specific test drive, I have driven it before. Now let's move on. And that is the sound of a 2-liter turbo petrol engine producing 310 kilowatts and 500 newton meters of torque. It'll do 0 to 100 in 3.9 seconds. Yeah, this thing is quick, it is fast, and it is paired with an 8-speed DCT. And to help you put all that power down, it comes with all-wheel drive, but if you ever feel like going sideways, you can always engage drift mode, which I couldn't demonstrate for obvious reasons. And for those of you who are wondering what this 4-cylinder engine sounds like, well, nice. It's no i30N, but it does let out a couple of pops. Pa pa pa. And now that you've seen the test drive, let's go back to the dealership and have a quick look at the interior. Now, as for the drive, let's pretend this car is on. On this dial here is where you'll change between your different driving modes. So you could put it in race mode and all that type of stuff. These would be your pedal shifts. These are your touch sensitive buttons. They don't feel so bad though. I'd like to feel them. Hey, okay. Hey, maybe I can access the infotainment system. Oh, nice. We are in. I did not plan that. Okay, what can I do here that's interesting? Let's go to performance. What will you see reviews like this? Where? Only on Mr. How Much? Hey, I need to find a friend with an AMG and do this properly. But for now, guys, yeah. Track pace. Let's see a track pace. Okay, drag race. But clearly there's a lot of features in here that I currently can't access, but that this car is capable of doing. This is a massive sunroof. Oh, it's proper. Just that it's very hot. Can I close it? Nah, okay. Anyway, I've done my best. So yes, in a nutshell, this is your Mercedes-Benz A45s interior. And it looks good, especially at night. I'd show you, but it was during the day. As for the seats, well, it all depends on your budget. You see, this one has the seats you're looking at now, but the Street Style Edition had completely different seats that even have A45s on the headrest. And if you're going to buy a nice Mercedes like this one, trust me, you're going to have passengers. So this is what they can look forward to. It is not very spacious. Yeah, it's a bit tight. You do get rear vents. There is one USB port that I found, and you have a center armrest with concealed cup holders. That's how you do it. And if you'll notice to my left is, wait for it, the price. We'll get back to it a bit later. First, let's check out the boot, which I initially thought, I thought there was an electric tailgate. There is nothing. So if you are now open, close, you must use your energy, which is a bit stingy for a car of this price. Anyway, there is no spare wheel here. In terms of capacity, it is 370 liters, and this car is AMG certified. That's me closing the boot. Now, before getting to our cost of ownership, I'd just like to say, if you still haven't liked this video, please like. If you still haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Support local YouTube, guys. It's the right thing to do. We are still on the road to 180,000 subs. So please share this video on your WhatsApp status, on your Instagram stories, on your Twitter. Let them know there's a Mr. How Much on YouTube. And he finally did a Mercedes-Benz review, simply because it's the right thing to do. Now, let's get to our cost of ownership, which is powered by Hippo. This specific Mercedes-Benz A45s AMG is a 2023 model with 13,500 kilometers. It comes in at 1,349,000 Rand. And on finance, you can expect to pay around 26,373 Rand over 6 years at 12% interest. A full tank of petrol will cost you 1,101 Rand, and using Hippo, this being a performance car and all, I got a quote of around 4,000 Rand, which would bring my total cost of ownership to 31,474 Rand. With that said, if you'd like to compare up to 12 different quotes from different insurers, be sure to check out Hippo. I'll leave a link in the description and pin a comment in the comments below. Now, as for your maintenance plan, you get a 5-year, 100,000 kilometer maintenance plan and a 2-year unlimited kilometer warranty. By the way, I just want to give a quick shout out to all the locals who went over to Auto Trader UK and said hi to our new best friend. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, be sure to check out my Toyota Corolla Cross review. And if you check under the comments, Auto Trader said hi, so shout out to Rory. Now, coming back to our review, I'd say one of the reasons why we don't see a lot of these cars on the road is probably due to pricing. Yeah, they are not cheap, and a bit of marketing. But pricing aside, would I recommend it? Yes, I would. But my question to you is this: would you rather have an RS3, an A45s, or a BMW M2? I'm asking for a friend. With that said, thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, take care.